Welcome in. I'm Minimal Monet, and today I'm going to show you a DIY so that you can change up your light fixtures on your ceiling fans or just ceiling lights in general. All right, let's get into it. All right, to get started, you will need a couple of items. You'll need some craft paper, a light fixture, some tape, some twine, hot glue gun, and some Mod Podge. I started off with my fan and I had to go find out how to do this, but basically it's easy just unscrewing the actual fixture from the fan itself. And I had three of these. So I started by trying to figure out how I could make this renter friendly because I cannot destroy these. I have to return these back to their original state. So I took the paper and kind of formed like a surface area around the light fixture so that you could actually, form the outer layer and be able to take it off at some point. So I started off by kind of rolling the craft paper in the top portion of the fixture and rolled it around the fixture so that it's completely covered. Made sure that it was kind of all folded in necessary crevices. And then I took some tape just to secure it in place while I move on to actually adding the twine. And a lot of the items you can actually get at Dollar Tree, I was surprised by. Like Mod Podge, you can get the little container at any Dollar Tree. They might still have it. I'm actually not 100% sure on that. But the twine, I definitely got that from Dollar Tree. Craft paper, I did have to look a bit for this. This is like a Home Depot find or Office Depot. You just kind of have to really keep an eye out for it. So I took the twine and I took my hot glue gun because I needed to secure the twine to the actual surface first before I could start wrapping it to create the look that I'm going for. So I turned on my hot glue gun. I went ahead and got a bead going so that I could secure it so I can start the actual wrapping process. Just kind of securing it in place. And don't do this. I definitely needed like a rubber glove or something because it's still pretty hot. It's not great to just touch it immediately after using it, but had to do it. I had to do it in the moment. But so I just held down the twine so that I could start the wrapping. So I did do one good wrap around. And I kind of pushed it into the divot that the light fixture actually has itself, just to kind of give me a place so it won't slip as much. And I just started wrapping. This was kind of therapeutic. I did this listening to music. And I'm just trying to get a good, decent wrap around this so that I can, kind of go in, but I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't slip as much because I would add more hot glue, but I don't think it really would have helped anything because it was pretty tight on there already, so there was no need. You pretty much get the gist, so I'm gonna just wrap as much as I can to move on to the next step. finally got to the point where I got it all the way to the bottom so that it completely covered the fixture. And now I'm just trying to like tighten it around the top and get rid of the extra string, so that I can actually get started with the next step. And you can see that it's just underneath. It shouldn't touch anything at all. The craft paper really protected the light fixtures. Then I'm just going to use some hot glue again at the bottom just to kind of close this out. Of course, you'll need some scissors just to kind of make sure that you have enough string. You don't have to deal with the excess because this part was a little annoying. I just sort of put that aside and then found each end and just kind of glued those down as well, just to kind of secure everything in place so I didn't have to keep messing with the ravel. I didn't want it to unravel on me. Now we're going to move on to the Mod Podge step. And I makeshift a brush. You can use what you want. You can use a paintbrush, you can use what you like, but all I had was this little sponge from Dollar Tree, and it was giving me a lot of trouble. So I had to wrap the twine around it and kind of secure the sponge back on the wooden stick, but it still like worked fine. And this is the point when I realized I should have just bought some more Mod Podge, honestly. But I was working with the last light fixture. This is actually the last one I did. I did the other two a couple days prior. But by this point, I was not going to the store. I did not want to go to the store. I wanted to work with what I had. I put the Mod Podge, like I got as much as I could out, and I just put it over the entire layer. And I tried to use the sponge to kind of spread it out, and because it's a sponge, it kind of took up a lot of the Mod Podge, which was really annoying, but it did also help stretch it so that I could make sure that the whole part of the twine was actually covered and basically good and Mod Podged, if that's even a term. And now I'm just kind of mushing it down, trying to stretch it around the other side because I don't think I had enough by this point. But it's now covered. I was successful. I didn't need to go to the store, thank goodness. I ended up actually using some of that glue right there, the Elmer's glue, because I was like, well, it's kind of the same thing, right? But this is a couple days, or not actual, a couple hours, sorry. A couple hours later, I went ahead and I let it sit just because it does need time to harden. And now I am just removing that light fixture. It is unharmed. It is safe. And then I am pulling the craft paper away from the twine shape. This isn't sticky at all either, which is pretty great because that's what I was mostly worried about. Came out pretty good. got this little shell, little twine shell. Um, and so I literally just got it and plopped it right on there. And now it's covered and it gives the aesthetic you're looking for. I'm sure you could do this with a lot of different patterns, like if you wanted to be more colorful with it. um I would just, use a yarn or twine, and something to secure it, just so that it can actually move still, because like even though the Mod Podge like hardened the outside to create like the whole shape, it still was soft enough to go over the light fixture without causing any unnecessary, you know having to like restructure it after it's already been pulled down. So I went ahead and added it back. It's really easy with these. I'm not sure what this looks like on everyone's light fixture, but most of them should have like a simple removal and adding back, so you don't have to worry about destroying anything. But this is the final product. I hope you try it out. Let me know if you do.